So beneath, the muscles, the musculoskeletal system, there's this, quiet thing that's calling the shots on our performance in our everyday lives. And this thing is the central nervous system. The central nervous system is something, we've all heard about, but a lot of the times it's something that we don't pay a lot of attention to. It's something that can regulate, how much of our fitness we've built up we can actually access on the day. It can be the thing that causes us to show up to the day tired, or causes us to show up to the day with lots of energy, and it's constantly calling the shots. But I do believe that it's something that as runners, as people trying to look for the best for our performance or even our happiness, it doesn't always get as much attention as it probably should. Day 2, we are starting off, the first 2 days are kind of around getting some baselines, and so we did a faster session. We looked a little bit more at their threshold efforts, and today we're going to be looking at their aerobic efforts. So we're doing what's called a heart rate drift test, where we're going to be getting an idea of trying to find where their upper zone 2 limit is, so that way they can utilize that in training. So it's that baseline to start the season, get an idea of where their fitness at, so they can use that data as we go through the year. Ready to go, boys. Feeling good, eh?
How you feeling day 2, Ferg?
I'm feeling great.
Great?
Yeah.
How'd you pull up from the session yesterday?
Pulled up really well. Legs feel pretty fresh today, so.
Fine. Nice one, Ben. How you feeling day 2, Ben?
I feel good.
Feel
Had
good?
A nice sleep in the back of the car.
What's the sleep setup for you?
In the boot. Little ultralight air mattress.
Nice.
It's not too bad. I'm just stoked to be here. Like, look at that.
Yeah, it feels a lot cooler this morning.
So start of the year, just have a bit of fun. Signed up to a triathlon, do something different. Main goal is still cosy at the end of the year. Going to try and get some redemption. But yeah, it's good to travel with the family and stuff this year, so not too race heavy until the back end.
So I just want to see what I can do, where I can go and push the limits, because why not?
Yeah.
One life.
How's the zone 2 vibing?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
Yeah, me and Kobe are doing our best to not chat too much and to keep our game faces on,
Yeah, wow. That's discipline right there.
Yeah, it's us.
It's coming up this year for you.
I got the Tower of Weir, if that's how you say it. I got that in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Doing the 50,
Nice.
first 50, I guess. Just want to complete it, see how I go, see what pace I can do. I wanted a goal, I wanted something to work towards. So I wasn't surfing anymore, so.
Pancakes.
Coffee's there, guys. They've got your order for you.
Your place?
That's how you do this place?
It's amazing. Yeah, it's good, man.
What are you having?
Flatline.
Got there.
Pancakes.
Carbs and more carbs. Modest ration.
Ultimately, you don't get fit from training. You get fit from your ability to recover from training. Start. Make sure you got a little bit of room. 3, 1, 2, 3. excited to when he said that he would want to come up and do a little piece on the nervous system, which is, you know, something that I'm not an expert in, and it's something that he works very closely in his field. So yeah, can we all welcome Tim up to the top?
I hope that you can, after this talk, marvel even more at the brilliance and incredibly intelligent design of your body and all that it can do. I want you, and Quinton's already opened this conversation, I want you to be able to see your body and your lifestyle more holistically. So not as separate and distinct parts, but your body is an ecosystem that works together within itself, and your lifestyle is an ecosystem that interplays. Your training and the things you do outside of training and work and family and everything else. I want you to be able to better listen to and understand your body. So understand the signals that it's giving you, pick up on the subtle cues, so that eventually or essentially you can have more durability and longevity. A simple way to categorize stress is what we call the 3 T's: trauma, thoughts, toxins. So physical, or in other words, physical, mental, emotional, and chemical. So our autonomic nervous system is constantly responding to this stimulus. But as I said, stress can be good. In fact, a world without stress would be no good. We need a good amount of stress. So the greater capacity our nervous system can have to handle all of those types of stress, the better we will perform. Stillness and reflection.
That's a trail running, right?
I put nature in the sexy column.
That's fair.
And tanning in the sun.
Connection and community. Purpose and fun. Free, and that is why I call them unsexy, because we discard them as like, oh no, that can't be as beneficial as Tim's saying it is. It's readily available to me, right? But honestly, guys, set this foundation. Don't worry about the sexy, expensive stuff until you are doing these things well. If these body signals are showing up, go back to this stuff. A cruisy afternoon in the sun, feet on the earth, spent with family, people you love, fun, laughter, a day of creativity that gives you purpose. These things are so profoundly healing for your nervous system. They'll have a massive impact on your performance, but also your durability, your longevity, your ability to recuperate and recover.
Missing anyone? The reason I'm bringing Phil on is last year another big adventure of mine was trying to understand my breath more. It's something that we tend to ignore constantly because, like Tim kind of said, it's part of that autonomic system. So we like to kind of pull it as that, something that our body does. We don't really have to, worry about it, but that's not the case at all. It was this simple thing of like finishing sessions and almost feeling like I never got into that sympathetic state. I felt calm the whole time. And with that, what happens is your recovery improves, right? And your ability to adapt to the next session improves as well. And so that's what I think is the power of the breath. And that's why I want to bring Phil here today.
Quinton said, can we have a takeaway, just a couple of things that you can actually take home and go, okay, that can actually help my running. I've got a couple of things to help my running. One of them is just to be, first of all, conscious, practice nose breathing. The first thing we'll actually do is find out, are you really a functional breather? So if you just do that now, just do it a few times yourself. So just get a sense of what that feels like compared to what we'll do after. Through the mouth. Light, high, shallow. Is it something that you're used to when you're running? Okay. you see if you just feel the difference. Does anyone feel a little bit different compared to the... One thing is, you got conscious awareness. What else were you thinking about when you're doing that? Nothing? What's that?
I was counting.
You're counting. So the movement is happening following the breath. The breath is actually setting the movement. So it's...
That's exactly what
It's a lot worse than it seems.
Standard, I guess, for where I am.
One of our athletes decides as they, jump in this little body or a pool of water to swim into the back corner. And what he found underneath the little trickling waterfall was this new realm or cave that I've never experienced before. It was revitalizing to be in there, and that was a big highlight of today. Yeah guys, this is Ashley from Aid Station.
So for males, you guys tend to rely on more muscle and liver glycogen during exercise. So this means that you guys are going to probably need a higher amount of carbs. The carbohydrate oxidation rate can seem to plateau around 60 grams of carbs per hour for females, especially in that lipier phase. And there's no additional benefit that has been researched to say that more than 90 grams of carbs per hour has a performance potential for females. Yeah, if you have any more questions, shoot them to me on Aid Station and they'll come through to me. So,
Amazing.
Thank
you very much, Ash. Take care. Have a good one. To wrap up day 2 at our camp after the beautiful morning on Mount Blackheath, where we did a heart rate drift test, we got the opportunity to talk a little bit more about the systems within the body, the central nervous system, our control of our breath and the connection between our mind and body. Then at the end of the day, also got the chance to find out more about the fuel that we take in that allows our body and our physiology to operate at that high energy expenditure out on the trails. Amazing. So day 3